Okay, let's get started with our practice. It was a little bit warmer with the sun out today, so I guess I don't need my sweater. We're going to actually start out on our mat facing the front. So you're going to come to the mat facing the front. Good. Right? And then from here, we're going to move the arms forward and then drop back. Move forward and drop back. So we're going to do some gentle, light movement. Good. Couple more, just like that. And then we're going to hold Utkatasana. Arms come up, hands come down, and then rotate to the right side. Open the arms, swing the arm around, come back up, reach. Come back down and go to the other side. Open the arms, swing around, come back up. Do it again. Down, open, release, and up. Down, open, release, and come up. One more set. Come down into Utkatasana, rotate, then open. Swing the arm around and come back up. Straighten those legs. Come back down and open. Swing the arm around and lift. And then we're going to drop into a forward fold. When you do your forward fold, the arms are going to lift up off the back. Interlace your fingers. Relax your head. We're trying to release the tension from the day. Anything that you might have felt in your neck and your shoulders, let it go. And then releasing from there and coming all the way up. And then we're going to open up our feet nice and wide. And I'm going to turn so that we're all on the same foot. Okay? Bending the knees. Open the arms, go into warrior two. Reach. Swing the arm around and step back into plank. Lower. Lift. Take it back. Step your right leg forward. Come back up into warrior four. And then release. Inhale up with your arms. Exhale, we go into warrior two on the other side. And reach, Virabhadrasana 4. Good, and then come back to the floor. Step back into plank, lower. Lift cobra, and take it back down dog. Step your back leg in. Come back into warrior 4. And then lift. And bring it in. Now we're gonna hold it here in the center. You're gonna hold it here in the center. And we're gonna move to the right side and straighten out the left leg. And then come up and go to the other side. Good. Do that again. Come up and go to the right. Left leg extends and see if you can lift the toes. And then come up and drop down, extending that right leg and then lift the toes. Good, and then come up, and then turning your heels in, we're gonna go back into a squat. Hold your squat. Okay, so if you're too wide in your squat, you might have to bring your legs in a little bit because we're gonna drop down and your elbows are going to press. I'm literally releasing my hands and opening up. Good. Push, draw your navel in. Good, and then from there, come up, all the way up. Now we go back into a squat. We're gonna move through a whole nother sequence. Open up, warrior two. Reach, Virabhadrasana 4. Drop down again, step back, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower, hover, come up, dog or cobra. Roll over the toes, down dog. And step that leg forward, same leg. Drop the back heel, come up. Warrior 4. Then straighten your leg, Trikonasana. Reach. Bend the knee, come back up, Warrior 4. Then reach, come back into a squat. Another squat, lift and drop down. Warrior 2 to the other side. Good, turn the hand and lift. Virabhadrasana 4. And then releasing down, stepping back, plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift, press back, down dog. That same leg that you step back, steps forward. Drop your back heel, Virabhadrasana 4, up. Then straighten your leg, lower. Come back up into Warrior 4, reach. And then lift and bring it into a squat. So you're holding your squat, Good, and then we take our hands over to the right, straighten out that left leg. Lift your toes. And then come back up, interlace your fingers up, drop to the other side, and lift your toes. Good, come back up, staying in the center. Drop down and your elbows go right out, push. Now if you're too wide with your legs, just walk them in a little bit. No biggie. Do what you need to do. Drop your butt. Good, now we're gonna turn, we're lifting our butt. Hands come to the ground and turn our heels out. Drop the head down, interlace your fingers, lift. And then release. From there, you're going to release, but the hands go into the center. Okay, so your hands are on the ground. Good. From here, you're going to take your left hand to the center and open up to the right. And then switch. Right hands to the center and then open up to the left. Good. Now, you're either going to do what we just did, or you're going to take the left hand and go between where the hand is in the center and the foot halfway. And then you open up, reach. Coming back to the center. So that right hand is in the center. And then you want to take it between the hand and the foot and then open up. So we're doing this one more round. Then your left hand comes down and grab all the way to the foot and open up. Now you can use a block, you guys. So if you want, you can use a block. Pull the bottom part of your chest through. And go to the other side. Use a block. You're so pretty. Good. And since we're here on the ground, you're going to shift to the right, bend the knee. So now we're lower. That left leg straightens out. We're lower and lift the toes. Oh, yeah. Now look, you're pushing the elbow out, pushing the elbow into that knee. Lift the toes. And then go to the other side. Lift the toes. Awesome. And come back up. From there, walk your feet in a little bit so that your toes turn out and your heels turn in, and you come back up into a squat. And then we hold. All right, we're going into another standing sequence. Inhale up. And then exhale, Virabhadrasana 2 to the right. And then again, we reach Virabhadrasana 4. This time we're going to add Trikonasana. Reach. Come back up, bend the knee, reach up. You're just going to reach and then drop down for Parshvottanasana. You can modify here or you can go to the ground. And we're going to shift from that. There's a nail. Swing that left arm around and then we step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. So you lower, hover, lift, up dog or cobra. Roll over the toes. Good. And then pick up that right leg, step it forward, drop the back heel, and we go into warrior 4. Good, then you're gonna reach. Right hand is gonna reach across the body to the left. Open up. Then release and come up, all the way up, turn your heels in, come back down into a squat, do it again, inhale, exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Turn the palm, lift, Virabhadrasana 4, everybody draw your navel in, tailbone, neutral, straighten your leg, Trikonasana, use a block if you need to. Then bending that knee, reach up and drop. Parshvottanasana. You can modify here. Swing the arm around and step back. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower. Lift. Press back, down dog. Then that left leg steps forward. Drop your back heel. We go back up into warrior 4. Then reach. Lift both arms up. The left hand now is going to go across and open up. Then lifting back up. Up. Good. Now you're turning your heels in. We go back into a squat. Drop down, push, open. It's good for us, by the way, to do this. Good, and then you're just gonna shift over to the right side. Keep your hands on the ground, lower, straighten that left leg. Lift the toes if that's doable for you. And then come back up and go to the other side. You can support the elbow right underneath the knee. Good, and then lift. And from there, hands go to the center again. You're gonna do the same thing. You're either gonna do the left hand in the center, in between, or all the way to the foot, and then open up to the right. And then release and go to the other side. You choose your position. Good. And then from there, hands come to the center, turn your heels in and come back up. Up. Hands in, come to the heart, bend to the knees, hold it here. Ooh, it's like hurting me. Okay, so you're sitting Inhale up. Good. We're going to actually go to the right side. We're going to go into Trikonasana and lift. We are going to add that balancing posture, Ardha Chandrasana. It's an easy transition from Trikonasana. If you're using a block, you're going to take it with you. So from here, turn your head, look at the big toe, reach out and lift. Then the left arm swings around, and as you do that, you're going to drop the hip. Drop the hip. The knee comes in, and then you're going to bend, start to straighten the right leg, and lift straight up. Good. Lower. Go into a high lunge. Drop the knee, and now lift up into a half lunge. We're adding rotation here. Lift and then rotate. Release back down. Lift. Drop your elbow. Shift your hip forward. Good. And then the hands come down, Chaturanga Dandasana. So step back, lower, lift, take it back, down dog. Step that right leg forward, drop your back heel, up into warrior four. And then release, come back into the center, hands come up, drop into a squat, hold. And then opening up, reach up and drop back down into Trikonasana on the other side. Use a block if you would like. And remember, if you are using a block, you can take it with you for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So you reach forward and lift. Then that right arm swings around and your back knee comes in, hands on the ground, then reach straight out and lower into a high lunge. Drop the back knee and lift up, half lunge. Good, lift, hands come in, rotate. Then shift your hips forward. Nice. Release your hands down, curl your toes under, step back, plank, lower, lift, press back, down dog. The left leg then steps forward, drop your back heel and come up into warrior four. Reach. Turn your heels in and release down. Okay, so we're doing one more time where we drop down, push the knees out, push. You can relax your head, by the way. So if your head is up, sometimes that tweaks the neck. So let the head relax, look down, keep opening up. And then go to the right side. And lift up and go to the left. You can lift the foot if you go there. You can lift the foot or not. Good, and then we're coming up wide legs again, right hand in the center, and then you open up, or you can go closer to the foot, you choose. And then go to the other side. And then release. So toes are either, your feet are either parallel or slightly turned in. You're going to take 2 fingers on each hand, wrap around the big toe, connect to the thumb, and drop down. Relax your head. Bend your elbows. Good. From here, we're going to rotate to the right leg. Go back into a high lunge. Just getting there a little bit differently. Drop down to a half lunge. Release there. Lift back up. We're going to lift. Hands come together. Drop down. Shift forward. So you're twisting now. Bring your hands together. Good. All right, twists are important, you know, especially in an evening practice and a middle of the day practice. They help us assimilate, integrate all the stuff that we do in our lives, all the stuff that we get bombarded with, or just in general, information. And then we release down. Now curl your toes under behind you, lift up, slide the back leg in, and you're straighten the leg. Start out here with leg straight. Draw your hip back, left hip forward. And if you're using a block, you can go here. But then the block is going to slide to the big toe side of the foot or the baby toe side, depending on your flexibility. And then we lift, open up the torso so that the right shoulder stacks on top of the left, and then reach and extend. Swing the arm around. And we're going to actually step back, drop down onto the knees, big toes together, open up the knees and release back. Child's pose. Rest. All right, and then we're going to come into a crawling position. Right leg steps forward. Shift your hips forward. See if you can drop inside the block. Relax your head. Or you can go to the floor. Okay, curl your toes under behind you. You're going to lift up back into that high lunge, and we rotate back to the center. And now we go to the left side. You're in a high lunge. Drop the back knee and come up, half lunge. Keep shifting your hips forward. You want to open up. Then lift up out of that, bring your hands down and rotate. And shift your hips forward again. Then, slowly coming out of that, you're going to curl your toes under, lift up, pull your back leg in. Straighten both legs. Left hip move back. Right hip moves forward. Use a block if you would like. Relax your head. And then we're going into Parvarita Trikonasana, so your block can go on the big toe side or the baby toe side of the foot. You can help the thumb into your hip and then open up. Draw the navel in. Swing the arm around and step back into down dog. Drop down onto your knees, big toes together. Open up the knees and release it into child's pose. Whenever you get an opportunity in child's pose to rest, always take that rest. We need it. Good. Then coming back up into down dog, step that left leg forward. Good. And then we shift our hips forward. And you can either go onto a block on the inside or onto the ground. It really just depends on you. Sometimes on the day. Good. And then from there, you're going to actually lift up and rotate back to the center. We're doing another forward fold. So this time your hands go in the center and the heel of your hand is in line with the heel of your foot. And you bend the elbows, press them in. You're trying to get the top of the head towards the floor. You can use a block or on the floor. You can go a little wider with your legs if you need to. Top of the head on the ground. Elbows in, you guys. Bend those elbows and press them in towards each other. Good. And this, you'll really, a lot of times, feel this, drive your heels down on the outside of the shin. Good, and then from there, we're going to rotate back towards the right foot and step it back and lower onto the tummy. So we are doing some Shalambhasana tonight. Alternating arms though, which is a lot more integrating for the body. So your right arm is going to be up, the other arm is going to be on the sacrum, and you're going to lift the left leg with the right arm and then release. Turn your head to the right and then lift up. Now with the left arm and the right leg, and then release and turn your head to the left. Oh, we have a visitor. And then lift, reach. Hey, Marvy, get your head out of the way. And then release, turn your head to the right. And then left arm, right leg, lift and release and turn your head to the left. So lift, left leg, right arm, release, head to the right. Lift, right leg, left arm, release, turn your head to the left. And keep going. Lift and release. And 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 lift and release. 2 more sets, you guys. Lift and release. Lift and release. Lift. Last set. And lift. Okay, push back into child's pose. Obviously, my dog thinks I'm on the floor for her. And then release back. You can extend your arms as well. Nope. Good. And then come up. And when you come up, we are going to do like a rotation. So you're going to come up, take your legs to the right side. So both legs go to the right and then rotate to the left. Now, if you want to, you can use a blanket, get yourself up a little bit higher. That sometimes just gives you a little bit more rotation. And then release out of that. And now your right leg comes up and goes over the left, flat. Make sure both sit bones are down. So you do have to pull the bottom foot out. Lift up tall and rotate the other side. Look behind you. Then straightening out the bottom leg. So the bottom leg straightens out. Your top leg stacks and release your head down onto that knee. Just release. Yeah. Stacking the knees. Stacking the knees. Slow down the breath. All right, and then lifting up. And now we take the legs over to the left side. So you just kind of stack that left foot into the arch of the right and rotate. Good, and then release out of that. And then the left leg now comes up and goes over on the other side of the right thigh. Readjust yourself. on a blanket or on the floor. Pull that bottom leg out. So you need to pull the right foot out so that you can sit up tall and now rotate to the left. All right, and then release out of that. You're straightening that bottom leg. Stack the top knee over and go forward into a fold. Your head comes down towards the knee. You can use a block to support the head. Relax your head, relax your head. And then begin to soften your breath. So you do want to slow down and soften the breath. All right, and then slowly, slowly coming up from that, shift down your mat. I should probably put my other lighter mat down. Okay, so you're gonna go onto the floor, feet come in, and we are gonna do a little bit of bridge just because it is a great counter posture. So to keep your knees tracked in line with the front of the hip bone, you can actually help by taking a block and placing it between your knees. Marvy, you got to move, honey. She's literally leaning into me. Bridge, and I put a block between my knees. And what that does is it just keeps my knees tracked in line with the front of the hip. And we're lifting, trying to open the chest and strengthen that back body. It really does do that. And then lowering. And we're going to go from there into a supported shoulder stand. So here's your, if you cannot do shoulder stand, you're going to take a block or a bolster underneath your pelvis, and this is going to be your shoulder stand. If you can do a supported shoulder stand, you support the low back. Or full shoulder stand. Remember Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. It's fantastic for supporting sleep. And then dropping into plow. Or if you're not able to get your toes to the ground, just drop your knees to the ears. And then slowly, slowly coming out of that, open up your arms to the side, take your knees to the right, look to the left. And then lifting up and going to the left. with your knees and look to the right. All right, you guys. We want a nice, longer Shavasana because that supports sleep. So let's get ourselves set up for Shavasana. You want to grab a bolster or a blanket, place underneath the knees. Cover yourself up. Make sure you get something to cover your eyes, eye pillow, eye mask, a dark cloth, towel. Lay down onto your back and you want to bring your hands to your side. Palms up. Palms up. Make sure your shoulder blades are underneath you. And bring your body into complete stillness. Noticing your connection to the ground. Become aware of all the points of the body that are connected to the ground. The back of the head, the shoulders, the backs of the arms, the back of the hands. Feel the sacrum, parts of the back connected to the floor. Notice your heels also connected to the floor. Feel that sensation. Become aware of your front body. Feeling your whole face, letting the face soften. Bringing awareness into the front of the neck and the throat and letting that soften. Feeling that front torso and the chest, softening. The mid-torso and the diaphragm, softening. And the belly. Feel the front of the pelvis, relax. The front of the thighs. The knees. The shins. The top of your feet. Become aware of your right side body, feeling the right side of your face and head, right side of your neck, the right arm and shoulder, the right side body, hip, side of the upper leg, knee, the lower leg, your ankle, and the side of your foot. Feel the right side of your body. And bring awareness into the left side of the body, feeling the left side of the face and head, down into the neck, the left arm and shoulder, that side body, down into the hip, the upper leg and knee, lower leg and your ankle. Feel the side of your left foot. Bring awareness then to your back body, feeling the entire back body. And moving awareness from the back of the body through the body to the front, feeling the entire front of the body. Then bringing awareness to the right side body, feeling the entire right side. And bringing awareness from that right side of the body through the body to the left, feeling the entire left. And become aware of the very center where all of those sections meet. The back and the front, the right and the left sides of the body. Where is the very center where they all meet? Feel the center of the body from the top of the head, through the neck, through the torso, through the pelvis, and between the legs. The center of the body. Let your awareness soften there. Release awareness. Become aware of your exhale and let the exhale drop the entire body into relaxation. Let go. Begin to deepen your breath. Slowly, gently bring movement into your fingers and toes. And then gently roll to your right side. And then slowly, gently bring yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Okay, you're going to take your right hand to your heart. And your left hand is going to go to your belly. Close your eyes. Begin to fill the body. Let the left hand move. And then gently fill the chest and let the right hand move. And let the breath naturally release out through the nose. So you're inhaling and exhaling out of the nose. Feel the belly and feel that left hand move. And then the chest. Feel the right hand. We're going to move both hands at the same time. So when you take your breath, you feel the entire torso, the lower belly and the upper chest. Feel both hands moving. And then release. Take a couple more breaths just like that. One more breath. And then bringing your hands together. Thumbs connecting to the heart. May you feel a sense of peace and contentment within. Namaste.